Or Blaze, God. I
He needs
can't
to change
believe
his
he
name.
changed
I
his
will
name
not.
to that.
I will not advocate a lot of name changes, but I will advocate Flame changing his name so he's not Blaze Flame anymore.
The funny thing is he changed it once he got onto Blaze. His original name
Speaking
was
of Flame,
Goldtech.
we can
Yeah.
tell he's
Well,
back.
Gold Tech is kind of
Have you seen the squads?
dorky name too. Let's
What?
be honest.
He's back on the squad.
Oh, good.
So the big changes were that Katie got a sub jungler.
Casey Rolster.
Longzhu picked up both their old players.
And there's the ghost. They're gonna try to catch him. Oh, look at that!
I mean, this
KT's
is
there as
just
well. We may have a big
ridiculous.
level one fight.
Yeah, Ram.
Everyone's
And Card
trying to
Templar
get this game.
skills Q level
Yep.
1.
Sunday
So cannot
flashes
juggle
away.
in the old
Yep.
jungle.
Insect in the middle of everybody. Crazy fight, exhaust on score. Rapid start very low.
All right, we have to watch this again.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the games. I don't see how you can't be enjoying the games. That would be insane. You'd have to have your eyes closed and the stream off.
Yeah, especially
enjoy
that
these
first
games.
set too. Between
Or what are they even
Flame
doing here?
Or Blaze, God.
Okay, so it is invades on both sides. Unfortunately, the sign for Kangmin, Nalra, is going to take up our screen right now. Alright, so we do get enough of the lower one,
The
though.
funny thing is he changed it once he got
Going
on
for
the
the
Blaze.
sick
His original
gank.
name was Goldtech.
Yeah. Well, Gold Tech is kind of a dorky
Shy's playing
name, too,
top
let's be
Z.
honest.
Yes, the top Zed. By the way, top Zed versus top Kha'Zix was not a normal top lane match.
Zed was considered a counterpick to
He
Kha'Zix.
gets it with the
But
snowball.
this never happened.
And there's the ghost. They're going to try to catch him. Oh, look at that.
Four-man
KT is there as
grassroots.
well. We may
I also
have a
like how he
big level
pops
one
Ghost,
fight.
and he
Everyone's
skills
trying to
the
do this game.
Wither
Oh,
first.
they catch Sunday. Sunday flashes away. Suddenly Insect in
I
the
mean,
middle
this
of
is just
everybody.
absolutely
Crazy fight,
stupid.
exhaust on score. Insect getting away. Rapid start very low.
It's
First
not.
blood goes
Dude,
to
the
his
skills
face.
first were
A 1-1
Condemn,
trade.
Hook,
Bappa
and
managing
Wither.
to pick up his rapid start, but a little bit
To be
of
fair,
gold
Ice
for
Blast was probably
CJ
correct.
early on here.
Well, they tried to get the pick right there on Ryu as he was warding.
Yeah.
But the
Oh my
flash,
God.
basically the Condemn was in the air, so the flash actually pushed him back.
Such a
further
different
into
world
his
in this
team.
game.
And then
Like,
it
think of the
basically
context of
turned
this
to an
game.
A-Ram.
Because
Rabbits are like so bored. Look at like, Sunday is such a baby.
if you think about the context of this game, like Korea hadn't won anything at this point. Just a couple of MLGs, I think.
MLGs, yeah, they didn't win IPL 5.
So definitely a preferential
'Cause
situation
WE won.
all around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's going to help.
Korea's
with that
international
battle still a little bit
performance was
This was also before All Stars, before they won All Stars, because All Stars happened after the spring.
like literally it was a couple of MLGs.
Yeah.
Oh!
So Blaze had gone overseas
That was so
and won
close,
MLG.
man.
Summer Arena, and
But
they
you
lost.
casted that,
They,
right?
yep, yeah, I casted
I
that.
think we're
And
gonna
they
see
lost
a little
IPL 5. But they were the only Korean team to go to IPL 5. And then Najin Swordhead competed at MLG as well. and
Also,
won.
the Stars World League had happened at this point, the online league that Pishtam
Yeah.
cast. They didn't win that. That was WEIG
So I'm gonna go
final.
ahead and say,
Yeah.
The IG
and
won.
this is like an old school.
This
like,
is
look at this.
pre-Korean
New
dominance.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, but, and then, no, there was an IEM
you know,
event
with the new nerfs,
shortly
it's not as
after
strong as it
this.
used to be.
So SKT.
IEM Cologne, but it was before, because Gambit, or M5, won. They beat both Frost and Blaze to win IEM Katowice this year. That must have happened in March, so it was actually probably after that happened.
So I believe SKT had won an IEM. because
They had won IEM
Reaper
Cologne.
had carried
Yes.
that one.
They had won IEM
That was
Cologne.
December 2012, I think.
Yeah, I think it was later than that.
I don't know.
But yeah, this is pre-Korean.
I think it was later than December, because I was in Korea when that happened.
I mean, just think of the tournaments: Worlds, IPL, IEM. Korean teams did not win any of those three.
Yep. They won 2 to 3 MLGs by this point. And they played in another MLG. KT Rolster
If you
won an
guys
MLG.
were watching this series when it happened the first time, and you are really a hipster Korean,
Yeah.
because you were there way before it was cool.
Well, they had won some, like I said, they had won some.
So, but no one could have known what the landscape would look like 3 years later.
I mean, I did. That's why I came to Korea in the
Get that
first
extra
place.
damage
Okay,
force,
okay.
but
Okay. All right,
Sunday's
mate.
still sitting on his
That's
record.
why I came, so whatever.
He's actually been able not
You
to
couldn't have known it would have been
get very
like
much
this.
CS,
Yes, I
but
did, because I had watched StarCraft, motherfucker. I knew that
You
Koreans
knew
were
that
really-
Korean would win literally like basically
Yes.
every event from
Yes.
this moment onwards.
Yes.
down turrets relatively quickly.
Oh yeah.
I can't call you on that. Like, if you
I
did,
did.
credit to you, sir.
If you were a Brood War and a StarCraft 2 fan, you would have known.
It's a tragic metaphor.
That's it. I did watch this game live because I was a subscriber to
Go out in space.
On Game Net at the time.
Very nice.
You know what's my favorite thing? You know how they tabbed over to
I want
the
to talk
hero
about
information? That
Nautilus
hasn't
is a very
changed.
strong
in 2
jungler
years.
in this patch.
It's the same
Yep,
screen.
it is.
Templar too, who really likes
OGN's the only ones that
Yeah,
bring
he's
it up.
coming in. Can he get
It's
Maffa?
funny.
Can he wrap him up a little bit? They may try to go in on score here. Oh, the flash, and he misses the anchor. Arcane shift from score, and they're going to get away just fine. forcing that flash. Definitely a nice thing.
Mid-Nasus.
So Mappa must have had his roots on cooldown right there, otherwise he wouldn't have had flash.
Yeah.
So very good time.
If you had to rank the KT Rolster players as of this time, who would it have been? Would have been Insect first, right?
Insect, Ryu, Score, Mappa, someday. Or someday Mappa, maybe.
Mappa was kind of a whatever player.
Yeah.
It was very hard to tell if he was good or bad, because Score was seen as the real big player of the two.
Oh, Ryu again?
Now he's gonna be bullied around here for a little bit until he gets some items. So
They're looking that way. Rapstar can just kind of like wave his axe at him a little bit there. Isn't it normally a staff with his skins? It's kind of an axe this time.
CS values these days.
yeah, it's usually an
Nasus has a lot there.
Oh, welcome. Welcome to Big Daddy's fun time.
Question. Did Ezreal's W slow attack speed?
Yes. Yes, it did.
At this point,
I think it did, yeah.
Because Vayne was seen as one of the few matchups you could take against W Max Ezreal because you could tumble away from the W. But it might not be Tumble Max. We'll see when it comes out.
And then hit you very quickly, so it makes it hard to do any kind of trade with CS yourself.
Yeah.
Even if with those void spikes.
Okay.
Something actually just dies.
I guess so. Well,
That happened quite a lot back then.
Well, thanks for sucking all the drama out of that one, Mike.
Yeah, what happened right there? Was he condemned to the turret? I guess we're gonna find out by the replay.
KR Observer.
Also, guys, mid-Nasus was not common. That's why you knew this game was so troll. And they basically have no tank in this game because of the way Cloud Templar builds.
No, he builds like Runic Bulwark first.
Ooh, okay.
And then he,
That's not good. Oh, okay, with his item build.
Looks like he
Oh,
actually.
Ryu, be careful.
It looks like he's going for that Spirit Stone.
Hey, Space got a turret.
Yeah,
That's good news.
not too surprising.
Yeah.
I really want to know how somebody died in that top lane.
Coming in, there's a spear.
Oh, this is that play we saw earlier.
He's gonna flash ahead.
Ignite.
There's the ignite. Does it finish off Rapid Star? Oh, it does. Nice, all in from Ryu.
Rapistar was just resigning himself to his fate.
I guess
right
so.
there.
He's just
he
gonna
didn't have
stand
mana
there
for
like,
ult. He would have lived.
I'm curious he didn't
These
use his
things
ultimate,
W Max Vayne.
which was.
Who's
I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
it was up or just came up.
Or possibly didn't have enough mana.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably didn't have enough mana actually right there.
Yeah.
But in any case,
Take a look at that.
Rapistar going for a very tanky build.
Oh yeah, we get to see what happened.
Oh, we're
this
gonna take
is
a look at.
What the fuck?
Well, we
Straight
said
into the minion wave.
KG
That was
Rolster being
wonderful.
really not playing champions
Quality
that fit
play
their
right
style.
there.
Someday,
Double tier Monty.
he's not
Power
maybe a
spikes.
assassin
Yeah,
player.
so you gotta get to all the tiers in this game.
Ryu, he did get a kill, nice
And
kill
now
there, but
cages.
he's not-
Ryu, the Stack Master, Stack Lord Ryu.
he's
Interesting.
a
Space
very
went
aggressive mid laner.
Bloodthirster,
And he likes to be aggressive early.
Bloodthirster first Vayne in game 1, and now he's going to play the Rook in game 2.
Insects like a surgeon.
I mean, he's against Shen, I guess?
And he's gonna get that taunt. Ryu coming in. Rapid Star does need to run away now.
The,
No Rapid Star.
You would have thought that in
So
this
think
game
about
against the
the,
Kazakhs that you would want to build the
Glacier
Bloodthirster
Shroud
instead of the
really is
Blade.
It gives him the mana and the CDR so he can Q more often, but it doesn't give him.
Like,
very
this is the
much
game
mana
you'd think you would want to build the
in
Bloodthirster
lane.
first in,
It's
considering
gotta
they don't have any tanks besides fucking
Cloud
Jungle
Templar,
Shen.
can he get the kill on Ryu? They're coming in.
And it's
Ryu
like the
trying to
burst
get
from
away.
Kazakhs and
Waiting
Italy
for
is
the
much
anchor.
more of a
There's the
concern.
slow Ryu.
In this patch,
Taken down by Cloud Templar.
Madred's Razor
Nice gank there.
only
Cloud,
built into
Rapid Star did need to pop his ultimate.
Wriggles.
Yeah.
Blood Razor was out of the game, I believe, already.
Yeah, Blood Razor was definitely
But the
more.
standard Korean path was to not finish the Wriggles because it was seen as a waste of gold for the last 600. Because it gave you a ward and
Yeah.
some extra AD. And you wanted your Sunfire cave as fast as possible.
Space can
Well, for
damage
Shen.
Score gets launched, gonna do some damage. Oh, can Score do it? Can he get the damage? He's gonna flash in. Exhaust on him.
Oh,
Will
that was a pretty cool
Score is
play.
dead. Oh,
It was
Max
also
Correct.
also
I can't
like
believe he did that.
pretty
Never
troll
mind, I
when
can't
there you
score.
know there's a jungle Shen on the enemy team that has his ult up.
Yeah.
Here comes Cloud Templar.
That's right.
They were there, Monty. They were
Oh,
babies.
gets wrapped up. Insect in position to get a nice taunt off. Wow. Score is just.
Every time I see Nidalee in mid, I think she's ganking.
Well, it's
I
coming
forget
insane,
where
yeah.
Nidalee
It's what we saw mostly from during
is.
Champions
Middle-y, as they called it.
Winter. And
He was a
coming
huge
back
pick in
to
this
the
season in
deck.
particular.
He didn't even have to use cleanse right
Honestly,
there.
the first ever
No
Faker
force
highlight
to
play that I remember,
Oh,
and this
Space.
might be out of context, was
Insect gonna pull in there, Muse.
when, because it was at level 6 when
Helping keep him safe, and
When
Someday getting jumped on by Shaw.
Ambition
Look at
went
that.
to skill
Backed on Shaw.
his
Yeah.
ult.
That was his first
Killed
game.
him during it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his first game. But the even more amazing thing about that play is that people remember that part, but they don't remember how then Faker just immediately walked into the bottom lane and then double killed Captain Jack and Busboy underneath their turret. So he just like killed him, Ambition, and then just like walked into bottom and killed both Captain Jack and Busboy too. It's pretty impressive for Faker's first ever game.
What happened to him after that game?
Yeah, it became a
You gotta
shitter.
be careful. Space could tumble in and do some serious damage.
Yeah, he actually used his cleanse right there for the slow from Red Buck and Nunu.
Yeah.
Rather than anything else, just to make sure he can get back under turret in time.
Right.
And we are going to see the Taipei Assassins BBS real build. Although, usually you see tier before Spirit of the Lizard Elder.
Man, look at
Because
you
that way
watching
you
that
start stacking it
scenes,
up, and then you get that
keeping up with the world meta.
Hi, I watched another
deal
scene
extra
today.
damage with. So it's all about
I had to watch that
spellcasting
Fnatic
Ezreal in this
OG
case,
or
and
GT
getting that
game.
AoE true damage down. If you can manage it with your ult,
It was just the
the rest of the
appetizer
blocks.
for the main event.
And just
3.5-year-old
constantly
VODs.
over time and range is incredibly annoying.
You know, in some ways I prefer watching these VOD files with you.
I had a lot of fun watching the final of this series. I actually
The final of this season is super good.
I actually watched it. It was
When?
like,
Recently?
yeah, months ago.
Oh yeah?
Very fast
It was still
dragon,
good?
but they can
Yeah.
do so easily with
It really
one
was a
loyal
good
name.
final.
Oh, a little bit early on the two-shot barrage, but
It was just so. I just love watching it with your commentary. Like you guys' commentary. It's like it was such a shock result.
Yeah.
No one saw
There
it
it
coming.
is.
Until the Tigers lost to WE at IEM, I think that was probably the
Yeah,
single
we've said
biggest
it, but
upset
if
in
you
League of
guys are
Legends
not
history.
familiar with these
I think
teams,
Taipei
you're
Assassins winning worlds,
Champions
given that
winter.
no one
This
had
is
rated
more of a
them.
fun game.
But there were a lot of rumors beforehand.
Sure, but they were like literally whispers in the wind. Rumors like, we hear these guys are really good, but we don't know.
I mean, a lot of the Korean teams and stuff were saying that they were the best team. But then you know why that changed? Was because I held that tournament, and they lost to CLG Black, I think, in that tournament.
They had like 250 pings.
Yeah, but they also just played like ass. But I remember because they had to wake up at like 6 a.m. to be a part of this online tournament that I was hosting, that I had for my website. So the tournament was called the GG Classic. But it was the first time that...
From the back, however,
That's
Okay,
right.
what
Ryu
is-
gets
what
the
is
kill
it?
though, a double kill coming in, and Muse in trouble. Oh man, score back from the grave to kind of get that one.
and look at that right now. Rapids are already having that Ice Sport Gauntlet for the slows. They've got to be really careful between that and Wither.
Yeah, no
There's
kidding.
a lot of damage that he can put out, and he can really. Yeah,
But
he can
in
slow
that,
you to
that was one
one
of the reasons why people thought TBA weren't good, is because everybody thought they were super good, because that was their reputation, and they,
I just
they,
remember
like,
that-
lost to CLG's B team.
Because I mean, when you watch the tournament, you can see they weren't bad, but like before the tournament, in any power ranking, they were like 7th or 8th or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, you have to respect that shit.
Oh, makes sense. Spear though. Meanwhile, very serious game between.
I'm just saying the
Sky
thing
and
that
top
changed
lane.
people's opinion, including my own, was like
so
this
there's-
one
there's-
tournament that happened.
CLG Black. Who was the mid laner of that team, Monty?
And he normally would, but he just
Linku.
wanted the
Link.
Lizard Elder to get us
Good old
repeatedly
days.
poke Vayne in lane. And it's not a bad call either, because with Vayne's short range, you're going to be able to hit that Mystic
Known
shot
for his double
easier,
GP10
because
as
he's going to have to
and
come
stuff like
closer.
that.
Triple GP10,
That's right.
Oriana mid.
And
Roll
the
her,
damage
roll
I think it was
is
double.
really
I think it was double
lack
one.
of
It might have been triple one because I remember there was one game I'll never forget of Link where he went triple GP10 and like just farmed and then went and Dread's Blood Razor and they did like a 15-minute battle or something. He was a smart player.
But it will
was a
delay
smart
the
Who was
Muramasa
else was on the
significantly.
lineup?
Yeah.
Zuna was on the lineup somewhere.
But speaking of Vanamunes, though, someday already
Zuna.
having one of the top lane.
Oh,
boosts,
so-
definitely going. A style we see a lot in
What's the
Korea
top
these
laner's name?
days.
Bloodwater was
Just maxing it as
I want to say
fast as
Psycho
possible.
Sid was the top
Yeah,
laner.
which is Benny.
Yes.
Stroking foes again. Oh, he takes
But,
two matches.
Bloodwater
Ryu
was
thinks he
also
can end
on
it. Can he do it? Rapid Star. Withering a
At
bit.
some
Ah,
point.
Cloud
But yeah, I
Templar
think
is
he was
right
definitely
there.
known for
Ryu
being
needs to
so
be careful.
black.
Doesn't want to fall for the
And-
bait. Here comes Cloud Templar.
Around the same time when Wings was on the
Going,
second
there's the Shen
Dissenting
United, so
Evo.
Ozzy here as well. Will he be able to get the top?
Aftermath.
Rapid Star.
Uh-oh, goodbye Rapid Star. It's been nice knowing you, but Ryu! Oh, he barely lives.
He actually healed himself at the last possible
Yeah.
second right there.
Oh, he's
Yes!
gonna ult
Get him,
out.
Templar!
Ryu, the knockup. Can something get no, the anchor escape.
Shut up! Shut up!
God.
To be fair,
Try out the right now.
I mean,
There's a flash
If we saw Shy play a champion like
Alright,
Zed,
that was fucking shit.
I love it. I'm happy though.
It's a fun game to end out the season.
it is worth noting that at this point in the game, your shadow spawned behind the opponent, so you couldn't just R back.
To chase under turret is not something we normally do.
Oh, Shy's already dead. No, I want to go back and watch that.
Well,
Here it is. This is the part.
Uh-oh, goodbye, Rapid Star.
Oh, you just.
Oh, he barely
Alright, I don't even know. I mean, this is where I think the trolling begins. I mean, he tries to finish him up with a depth charge, and then everybody else body blocks him. Flash.
He W's the wrong way?
Yeah, he like totally failed that. Shy not known for his top Zed play, guys. This is definitely not true.
Shy playing Zed is a bit like Dengue playing Melee.
Yeah.
It's one of those like.
We will see much more serious games next week.
Oh yeah, next week is when.
Yeah, that was actually the Zed shadow change was actually one of the best, I think, balance changes in League of
Agreed.
Legends history.
That was like the most, because at that time they had been doing some brute force nerfs, and that was like such an elegant change.
Yeah.
And that's I really feel like elegant's the right word, because it was like it took away power, it made it balanced, but it also made it the ability cooler to some degree.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's a big difference.
This is also after League of Cleavers,
Rapid Star.
Yes.
And he could just like.
which
do
was
whatever he feels.
pre-season 3.
Certainly
Fever,
feels that way.
fever.
Yeah. I cast Reaper playing mid.
Throwing out
He was
those
playing
spears
mid
like the real
Talon
deal throws out
with
the
triple
Dokens.
black cleaver or something. It's great.
I remember Warlock stacking
He's
in
living up to his namesake. The quarter circle punch. Here comes Cloud Templar. And they're going to get that stun on Ryu. Ryu slowed down. Can he get away? No.
See, Cloud Templar understood this. It was like, it took too long to kill this
Coming
guy.
in to help Cloud Templar pick up
If
that
only
kill.
had more attack speed.
This is just such a perfect champion for Cloud Templar. And the other champion that's really great for Cloud Templar.
How old's Cloud Templar at this point?
Is going to
24?
be the new
25?
25. I think.
Oh,
Because Frost really likes to play poke compositions. They love their Jace. Rapistar loves playing Lux. They love Kog'Maw as well. And,
Lux.
so, once we hit 3.6 here, it'll be a lot more
You
serious.
can watch the
in
Rapid
terms
Star
of
Lux video.
Will Cloud Templar play Trundle? He played Trundle in the
We have to
Champions
can't
Winter
watch all the
Finals.
classics now,
And
Marty.
I know from
We will have to do
That
that.
one takes like 5 seconds to watch.
he just
We're gonna have to watch that GSG
Wow, nice dodge.
Yeah.
at some point.
No kidding. He is an agile
We
gorilla.
need it, please.
Here comes Space. Going in on score again. The Zyra ultimate just to zone.
Space
Here
Trap.
comes Templar not slowed down. Ultimate going in on Mavi. Gets the knockup on both of them, but they're under turret now. Meanwhile, Someday kills
Look
off
at that
Shy
burn.
somewhere.
Burn all those minions.
in that top
Yeah.
lane, I guess.
There was also at this point the popular build was the Zyra
Oh, they
with
pull in
Spirit of the
Mappa.
Nautilus.
Can Muse
Yep.
get it? No, Muse
Oh, it's
goes
up
down.
for
A
Plants
great
applied
kill
it.
from Score, but he's going to pay for it. Space getting that one.
Alright,
And here
Ryu.
we go, Ryu
Get
moving
sec, it's
down
your
now.
time to
He's
shine.
rotating.
Yep.
They're a little bit out of position if
Go.
Ryu could do a lot of damage right now, especially
Yes,
with
he can.
Insec here to help him out.
Yep, but Score doing a lot of damage return.
Uh-oh.
Shoots the spear.
Teleport
Templar.
coming in.
Yep, there's Rapid Star. They're going to pull in Insect. Ryu just running away. Nothing.
Like, they just
he can do.
walk in while
a
there's
spear just for fun. Oh,
2 of them at
man.
full HP and the turret's like dead.
Space just took a ton of damage from that spear.
Remember when the spear did a billion damage?
Yikes.
And had like a pretty huge
Those spears are
hitbox
going to
as
be a
well.
problem later on.
So I'm sure we'll revisit this still top later.
Let's watch
Wow.
this replay.
Oh, someday. Sneaky as fuck.
This
Gets
was considered a
Death
counter
Bars,
matchup
but
for
it doesn't really matter. Still
Kha'Zix,
able to
by the
trade
way.
very vigilantly. Neither player had to kind of
Unless it's
time
Shen.
zone. Minions giving him a little hand too.
Well, that's the issue with.
Because Zed actually first rise in popularity
Zed, he
because he
can
could
do a
beat
lot of burst
Kha'Zix in
damage,
mid.
but he doesn't
Kha'Zix
really
mid
have
was
the
Yep.
really
Once he
overpowered.
kind of
Well, it's because you got all those fucking crazy jump resets.
Or usually running
The W was pretty insane at the time too.
So
the
what
way
we're
it
seeing
For
different
later.
here on Sunday's build, you'll notice he has a giant spell.
He didn't max. He didn't evolve Q. I don't
The
think at
issue
this
with
point.
Kimchi
It was
Rolls
No.
WER.
they're running Shen, is that they have no one to ult right now.
And they heavily nerfed Q.
right? And
It's also when you could mid-air
play
W.
W. Yeah.
Kha'Zix for the
And you can mid-air. Can you still mid-air TMI?
Enough AoE damage.
No. Maybe.
Wither on Ryu.
I wanna say
They're
that.
gonna go in on this. Mappa as well. Here comes Cloud Templar. Score on the upside doing a lot of damage. Fear shot barrage through the middle of it. Score just trying to do as much damage as he can throughout all this. Rapid Star getting low. Shy. Oh, barely dodges the anchor, but he dies anyway to Space. And Cloud Templar still mixing it up. Space and Cloud Templar.
Space is really tryharding in this
Oh
series.
man, and Muse there's over the blood boil. Cloud
Do you remember the All-Star games where Flame would try hard and no one else would?
Yeah.
He would get super mad.
And then he got pentakilled by Impact's Gangplank.
Tank
When he tried to play Fiora as a counter matchup to Gangplank.
I mean, I think it's very predictable. This is such a
It was
classic.
bang.
I mean, I think it was very predictable.
Is that the one where he hits someone? Isn't there that famous clip where he hits his teammate patrolling?
To show his hand this soon.
I don't remember.
4-1-5 right now.
We say All-Stars, guys, we mean like Masters All-Stars, where it's like stupid fun games
So what I was
with
saying
Fiora
about
and GP both
Casey
sucked.
Rolster B's composition.
Yep.
Gotta have someone to
Rework.
in a team fight situation, especially if you want to split push, which he does. We can see him.
Good times, man.
Now, you're definitely not going to be initiating with Nidalee, Ezreal, or Zyra. So that forces
It's so
Kha'Zix
different.
to be in
League
there,
was really
which
different
means
back
Kha'Zix
then.
playing a different role. Hence, he's going to be getting a faster giant spell.
And like everyone loves to like
Because he's
dogpile
gonna
on
have to
season
go
2
in
or
much
whatever
earlier
time they
than
started
Kha'Zix
watching is the
normally
nostalgia.
does.
That's the time.
Season 2 was ass.
Agreed. But like, I think honestly a lot of the fun was the stakes were so different with the tournament format, right?
Yeah.
Like every series was like so consequential.
Well, especially in Korea, because like we only had tournament formats in 2013 and 2014. We had Masters, but it wasn't as important as Champions.
Just a different time. Oh, here we go again. I don't think we can do this one. What's that item called, Monty?
Which one?
One Nunu has. I know what it does.
Yeah,
Spirit.
it's funny because on each of these teams,
I know it gives AoE mana.
Yeah, that's what it does. Builds into Shirelios.
Yes.
Space though. Space in a bit of trouble. I guess not. Never mind. He's gonna be fine. Oh, Ignite finally finishes him off. And Absolute Zero doesn't really catch anyone. Rapid Star getting caught by Score in that back lane.
and he has
This game
to be
is
careful
such
too.
a
The
fun
red buff's
fiesta.
slow.
Holy crap.
Actually, very clever
My
spirit
mind
by
is like
Space right
bending
there.
as I
He
try to
tried
remember the
life steal
name
off
out
the
of it.
Zyra
I don't-
plants in order to stay alive.
I bet Twitch chat remembers.
Not quite enough.
Didn't quite work.
Is Twitch chat Pepperidge Farm in
They
this
are.
story?
Mana
Given the
Manipulator.
situation,
There
That's
we
it.
are.
You guys are right.
Because it
I
built. It
remember-
also built into. Remember the item that gave 10% AoE cooldown reduction before? It was
Yeah.
before. Now there's another item name I forget.
Amazing thing.
I don't remember that one either.
It was super bugged. It wasn't super bugged, but it was like that item should have been amazing, but you had to be in range of it before you cast the ability, otherwise you didn't get CDR.
As well, there's a death mark
It's
on
Shy.
right away. Score getting so low. Gets pulled in
I mean,
by
Shy just
Cloud
pooped on
Templar.
it.
Great play
Yep.
there. Oh,
You gotta
nice
love it,
double
though.
kill in lane for those two.
Insect had ult up and didn't use
That
it.
was beautiful, man.
Cloud Templar doing his darndest to carry this game. He doesn't have
Insect is just like sitting there by himself in bottom lane, not using Stand United.
Yeah, Space is gonna just be able to
And then dying.
Insect gets
Really
away.
quality.
Cloud Templar
So he
doesn't
doesn't use it, knows that they just killed all those people in mid, and then he just stands there with no wards on the bottom lane, waiting to be collapsed on.
Taking it
Did anyone
with
Twitch
his
chat
right
remember
there.
the AoE CDR?
Cloud Templar grinning on your screen
Soul
right
Shroud.
now.
There we go.
I totally
It built. It gave you a lot of health. It gave you like 520 health.
I don't think he's too worried about
That
the
was a weird
implications.
item.
Oh, nice. He's picking up
Because the problem is that you couldn't get
Go to
cooldown
that
reduction.
down.
It didn't factor into spells that were already cast. You had to be in range
actually not
beforehand, so it had
bad.
such
Not a
edge
bad
usage
decision.
that it was just bad.
Especially in team fights, it allows you to
Look
feel
at Cloud
much more
Templar, he's fast.
effectively the faster you can proc your passive. So.
And now here comes the troll build.
Space.
Recurve
Someday
bow.
they made a mistake.
I want to hear
doing it
Monte
now.
Cristo analyze
So,
this.
he's gonna arcane shift in, do a little bit of damage, but look at Space. Oh man.
He has a really funny fast attack speed out of it.
No, I want to hear you analyze it in 2013.
Hitting the 25-minute, 30-minute
Gonna
mark.
get scary, man. Oh, ultimate on Ryu. They are really going after this. Cloud Templar, the most bloodthirsty he's ever been. Here comes Shen. Insect coming
That's
in.
true, it is the most bloodthirsty he's ever been. Like, what is he even doing?
We're gonna ignore the rest of the fight because Ryu.
He flashes on top of him!
Kill him!
What the fuck?
Yeah!
No, you cannot escape from
He
Cloud
assassinated him.
Templar. It is impossible.
That's such a stupid play to
Oh,
make.
he's not done yet. Look out, Score. He's gonna force that flash.
Where is
Rapid
Someday in
Star
all
pops
this?
his
Oh, he's
ultimate.
just up the,
He's
the
gonna
top
jump
side.
under turret. Why not?
Farming.
with Shen.
He's got
Or
ignite.
Chang
What's he
with
gonna?
Zed.
What's he gonna do?
All right.
So was
well,
Zed.
This could be the highest KDA a Nautilus will ever get in Champion Spring.
Yeah, Cloud Templar is 7-1 and 6 on Nautilus.
I like how Doa had to say in Champions Spring. This is definitely the highest KDA a Nautilus ever
They've got
got.
a lot of people. There's the Zyra
Even
ultimate.
top lane
Pretty
Nautilus
good.
wasn't
They zone
killing
out nicely.
everyone.
Score on the outside doing a lot of damage to this. Absolute Zero not doing a lot. Mew's going to give his life a double kill, though, for space before he finally goes.
Someday! Finally walked over.
Someday, a double kill, make it a... And there, triple kill, all right.
That dive is amazing.
My voice cannot handle the long sustained user.
Wits End. I like how that is such a good moment.
I know!
Oh my god, you could just see the level of troll.
Oh my god,
So they immediately
We need to get this.
They dive this turret. They dive this turret.
This could be the highest KDA.
They dive this turret like idiots. Now, remember, Someday has gone back to base, so they have plenty of people on this side of the map. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go in onto the tank, the Shen, who will taunt me. I like Muse too with the like troll absolute zero on the side.
You mean while he's tanking?
Yeah, while he's taking turret aggro, super good play.
Monty, my favorite part is the Cloud Tempo reaction.
Yeah,
we need to gif it.
This is like so classic because I love that the observers like, what is he building?
Are you ready for the Cloud Templar?
This is such good production.
Clicks on him.
Well, what?
Wait, the Cloud Templar.
He's like, I'm not trying to throw right now, guys.
Well, the production people here really have it nailed down. You watch him kill something, then we see him laugh. Yep.
Doa just complimented the production crew on that reaction as well.
Yeah, it was great. It was really good production right there.
I know Riot was never a fan of the Observer using
It's so good. Like moments like that are so fucking good.
Does our Observer still do that?
Yes.
Not as much, right?
No, it still does.
That's what I always loved from the Korean Observing, because it was the Observer was like directing you to interesting things.
Yeah, it still does it.
Are they gonna actually kill Cloud Templar? No, Insect claiming the dragon. Cloud Templar can hang out. There's a teleport coming in from Rapid Star on to Maffa. Maffa in a bit of trouble.
S-Build, S-Build was good at the time. But this is the first iteration of Blue S-Build.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Turns out it's still around.
Oh, he's gonna pop his ultimate. He really wants this. He gets it.
Well, you also know one of the reasons why you didn't see Observing like that, because you actually had to have pretty good game knowledge to be able to do things like that.
Well, that's not true. I mean, Riot's LCS observers have always had pretty good.
No, I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that the reason why it wasn't standard at this time is that, like, to be able to do that, like, you have to have, I think, pretty extensive game knowledge. But they were always never a fan of showing mouse cursor during LCS broadcasts.
That is a chase you would never ever see in a normal game.
Wait, what did Doa say? Never ever seen them, what?
Insect claiming the dragon. Cloud Templar can hang out. There's a teleport coming in from Rapid Star on to Maffa. Maffa in a bit of trouble. Someday
I mean, this chase is maximum troll. Like, what is Rapid Star even doing right now? He walks all the way back.
He wanted to kill
the support. He really wants this. He gets it. And he's gonna, nope, not get away. Score gets that one. Cloud Templar's like, oh, you stole my kill.
And right
Every kill is Cloud Templar's kill.
Rapid Star just is typing worth it in all chat.
Yep.
Blowing all his summoners, his ult to kill a support.
Use teleport for that.
As a mid laner. Number one player, KR.
I'm glad that we get to see games like this every once in a while.
Yeah, me too.
That is a chase you would never ever see in a normal game.
In a normal game, okay.
Cloud Templar 7-1-7.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like all gotten to shit in this series.
You think?
Yeah,
Insect is the next victim. There's the ultimate. He's going to pull him in. Nice combo from Cloud Templar. There's the death mark. You have to let Cloud Templar have the kill. Don't give it to Shy. Yeah! Cloud Templar.
He took it with red
Bloodthirsty until the end.
Oh, man. Forget
now the
Wits
End is done, baby. He's not happy this time.
Oh, he's getting serious now. No smile this time. He's like, I could hit the double-double.
So he got his Wits End down.
Yeah, he did. Well, Space kills Zyra, I guess. Here comes somebody trying to mix it up, but he's going against a blood-boiled Vayne, and that is it. Oh, double kill. He was trying to steal that one in the end. Didn't get it, though.
Wits End on Nautilus, though, not a terrible item. Of course, it adds to his tankiness, allows him to deal more effectively in team fights, and it
nice,
resets
Monty.
the
Sick
proc
analysis.
type strat, the AoE magic damage, more quickly. So it has a lot of utility and use on Nautilus.
Cloud Templar's like, sure, go ahead. Oh, Score! Score, you don't want to get close to Nautilus, man. He's a killer. He's a little bit low on health now, though. He's going to have to back up a bit.
I just want more shy full cam
In
shots.
second Shy. That's
Or,
one. Let's watch
not
Cloud
talking
Templar.
about
Yeah.
shots.
Oh, here comes Ryu, though. They want to get this kill on Shy, but Cloud Templar
Don't touch
slots
that.
him up. There's the death mark immediately onto Ryu. True shot barrage. Oh, gets Cloud Templar a sliver lower. Space coming in with full health on Vayne.
Remind this game still has 15 minutes left.
Great.
So, CJ Frost, about 7K gold up. Who cares? It's a crazy game.
And now it's time for the Blade of the Ruined
Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
I'm entertained.
You can't even afford advance that too.
I'm also terrified of Nautilus now. Forget New Sejuani, I'm going to be playing Nautilus.
Nautilus is very good. It's the kind
Oh no, you know what I just realized? If we play on the Korean server next week, we're going to have nothing but super diving jungle Nautilus. Oh, great.
It's so true.
Cloud Templar, stop, just die a bunch until I try to tell
gonna
people
take
it's not
blue.
good.
He is.
This is
Well,
not good,
Nautilus
guys.
isn't there, so I'm going to go with yes.
is like-
Obviously.
This could be the start of a very frustrating week on the ladder for Monte Cristo and I.
Serious game, everybody.
No idea. Look at this attack speed, man.
Yes, the Korean solo queue players tend to.
Like, I could run jungle Nautilus now.
Yes, they tend to bandwagon. I mean, Jungle
Marlon
Nautilus is
Omicron.
good. Now, the way
Well,
that Cloud Templar
the way
is
Cloud Templar is playing it, yes.
extreme aggressive Jungle Nautilus with alacrity and gently moves.
Yeah, it's like I know he's a diver, but don't take it.
I don't
so
think
far,
it had
okay?
grievous wounds on it at this
No,
point.
I'm
I think it
still
was
out
just
of alacrity
20%
champion
CC.
actually, because it does allow him to set up the CC.
Well,
I think it did
I think
always
it's a
have
fine
grievous
build.
wounds.
It's
I
just
forget.
like,
Grievous wounds wasn't really looked at
That's
as a
fine
thing
with
back
me,
then.
man. Bloodthirsty, most of these Shy going in on Someday. Oh. Oh, look out for the spears. They're going to do
Kill Baron
They are doing
Nashor.
Baron getting it low already. There it
With
is.
the Nautilus Q and
Yeah.
Blood Bowl
That's
of
from
Vayne
competing.
with Blade of the Ruined King.
You mean the original game?
Stands no
Competing
chance.
game.
That,
Whoa, that was pretty sick and
Flash
fast.
over the wall.
that
Oh,
Riot
barely
picked up
missed.
Pendragon
Maffia's gonna
from,
go ahead
and
hit.
then decided to
Score, though.
redirect
Score getting away,
TotalAllStars.com
fast
to
away.
League of
Space in the
Legends.
backside,
Pendragon
two
has
damage.
Dragon in it.
Coming
Dragon's
through.
in the game
Shy
also.
trying to catch him off on the
You know about
outside.
that whole shit,
Score picks
yes,
up that
I
kill.
do.
Cloud Templar
I actually went
Shy.
to Total All-Stars,
Ladies and
actually.
gentlemen, I'm sorry to report that Cloud
That was the
Templar
premium
has left the
scumbag
fight.
shit that Riot did.
Someday his ult wears off. He's very, very low. Score on the outside. Absolute Zero. Oh, Absolute Zero catching Score. And Space gonna clean up Insect. There it is.
The real question is,
With
how does
that
this game
true
go on
damage,
for the
Someday
15
gets
minutes?
away somehow.
They're not
He's deep in the enemy
prioritizing
jungle
ending.
right now. That's a good place to recall.
Maybe we
Rapid
should
Star.
call out
He's on the bug hunt.
dash
It's the
wall
bug hunt. He's looking
from
for a
3 years
Xenomorph.
ago.
And there it is. Gonna get him. Oh, he didn't get him. Oh my gosh, it was so close.
Did Ravistar intentionally do that, I wonder?
Oh, bug hunt's free.
What?
Someday his ult wears off. He's very, very
Not
low. Score on the
actually
outside. Absolute
kill
Zero.
him
Oh,
when he was
Absolute Zero
recalling?
catching Score.
No, I think
And
he's missed
Space
his
gonna clean up
siphon
Insect.
shot.
There
Sorry.
it is. With that true damage, Someday
Siphon
gets
shot.
away somehow.
Siphon Strike.
Siphon strike.
He's deep in
no,
the enemy jungle.
is that the
right now.
E?
That's a good place to recall.
No, that's
Rapid
Spirit
Star.
Fire.
Spirit
He's on
Fire.
the
It's
bug
the
hunt.
Spirit Fire.
It's the bug hunt. He's looking for a Xenomorph.
No, it's a
and
different
there it is. Gonna get him.
It was a vision.
Got him.
Okay.
Oh
'Cause he
my
propped his
gosh,
Q
so
as-
close.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like kind of weird.
Oh. Oh well. He's not cut out to be a colonial.
Siphon
king, I guess.
Strike,
No bug hunt stream.
Spirit Fire, and Siphon Soul.
Game over, man.
Okay,
Game over.
I remember them now.
Game over, man.
I don't get to cast Nasus very often for some reason.
Oh, let's hang out. Wait for that Q.
The Nasus
Yeah,
never is never
farm the Q. Oh,
Thank God.
baby. Q's getting big now.
Hasn't shown up yet.
As
Just
he
waiting
wants to
for
get
it.
up.
Capital
Oh,
Q.
it's time for
That was a nice juke.
No, it's time for
Wow, look at
Someday.
that swamp actually Shy.
What?
Hitting that living
Oh.
shadow to get away.
Shen ruined everything.
Wow.
Wasn't enough.
It was a
cute
nice
trick.
play, but yeah.
Ruined the 1v1
Oh.
duel.
Was Shy
he's
done
back.
with Singed at this point?
It's going to be Blade of the Ruined King.
I don't remember.
now because
There was like a Singed resurgence for
More
a couple
attacks
of weeks,
I
and then
think
we
so
never
too.
saw Singed again.
I agree. He should really.
I love that
well,
auto attack
I guess
animation.
I guess you
The
can't say
sound is so
who's
good.
good
form.
for Berserker screens, but
Reminds me of Reinhardt's scene.
maybe he'll be
Yeah.
the Scepter.
Ha!
We'll see. All right. Space mixing it up. Insect can take trouble here. Ryu, can they save it? Malfa with an ultimate. Ryu getting hit
Holy
low.
shit,
Space
Space
in
is
trouble. He's going to try to
doing
finish off Ryu
damage.
before he goes down.
Dang.
He gets it. The damage from Space is insane. Everybody
Cloud
just going
Templar
all in, and
rolls up
Nautilus
and
Cloud
starts just
Templar takes out
pounding
Score
him in the
again.
head. Twice a second
Rapid
is
Star
like,
Here he is.
Coming in. He's big. He's huge. Malfa's in trouble. Someday
The Nautilus
flying
double
away
kill.
from Nasus. A double kill
Did
for
Cloud Templar
in
in
the
his
back
career
lines.
ever have more kills than he did in this game?
I actually don't
31 to
know. That's a
19,
great
guys.
question. Probably not.
This is solo queue, I guess. Someday getting
Well, I mean,
folded by
he
Cloud
literally
Templar
plays
has
Shen
to leap
almost
away
every
again.
game.
When's the last time you saw
Shen and
Contest
Mumu.
running away from Nautilus like this? Someday, yeah, do the 1v1, Cloud Templar solo, oh! Someday, winning the duel.
Well,
That's right, it's battle for pride now. Hang your head in shame, Cloud Templar. You lost a duel. You're 10-3-7. Oh, he's back, he's back. He wants Rapid Star. He wants to kill him so bad. Insect wants to help. Shy as well in. The spear misses from Ryu, but everyone's going to come in on this one. There's the death mark. It's just a melee. This is ARAM now, guys. Someday jumping away. Insect
What the shit is even happening? They stayed so long on that inhibitor.
A double kill for Shy before he goes down. Rapid Star.
Muse's body
Oh,
blocking.
the
Good job.
Mystic shot misses. It's a mystic shot, but it's not a magic missile.
Run, Muse!
and actually Muse doing a great job of blocking
Yeah, good
shots
zoning.
right there.
Oh, that was sick, dude.
So then Rapid Start breathe another
Oh,
breath.
great.
And now
Hey Monty and Papa Smithy, big fan of your commentating in LCK, and I was wondering if you
It's like, I don't need to go back.
had
Like,
any
just go
tips
back
for a
and
new
shoot.
jungler in Season 6.
That will all be worth it.
A new jungler? Pay attention to the pressure in your lanes, and that's where you know when you can and can't invade. A lot of junglers won't even pay attention to that at a basic level. So if your mid laner or your lanes are not able to respond faster, then you probably shouldn't walk into the enemy jungle like an idiot.
And if you know,
Yep. Oh,
when you say new jungler, I'll assume that you know the game well. Maybe
Yeah.
just moving to the jungle role. Like if you know lane matchups well, you can play around points of power. Like if you know that Aurelia is going to hit a power spike, or that your Rumble is going to overextend in the matchup, then you know where to be on the map.
Yeah. Also, just think about any crowd control that's in your lanes versus crowd control that you have, and don't gank lanes without CC. If you don't have CC and they don't have CC, like don't even
You're
bother.
Nidalee jungle,
Don't
don't
even
gank
bother
the
in solo
Vlad.
queue.
Don't
Yeah,
gank
don't
the
even,
Vlad, no.
especially in solo queue. They're like, don't even bother.
Then he can have a blade
Like,
of the
just
Rune
gank for your
King
Maokai all the
and
time.
the Wit's End. So
Yeah.
now I think it's
Look at that
definitely
wave
Muse's
clear.
job to blood boil him.
The true shot barrage with the burn.
The question is,
Oh,
what was
yeah.
Cloud Templar building last?
Yeah.
Is the question.
All right. So,
Now he's got his
are you
locket,
ready for the next melee,
his
Monte
Spirit
Cristo?
of the Ancient Golem,
Well, they can do very
Wit's End, and Blade of the
fast
Ruin
right
King.
now, too.
think he might be.
He is so
Just finished up
fast.
that dragon.
They already did very
Well, you
much
remember
speed.
that Boots and Mobility
Yeah.
had higher
Something else
flat moves.
now. I
Yeah.
want to see how fast Triple Blade of the Ruin King can do very
Because there was no
well.
there was no like trade-off. You'd just go
And
Mobius
Shard of
because
True Eyes.
in combat it'd be
So
the same
Shard
as
of True
the
Eyes
Greaves
on
and
Cloud
stuff.
Templar.
Oh man, I didn't
Pretty
notice that the
hilarious
twin
as well.
shadows on
Yeah.
the
Because once
Nasus
he gets
bid.
in
I
there,
didn't see the twin
no
shadow.
one will ever move again with his
Wow,
attacks.
Rapid Star is trolling pretty hard.
Yeah.
He has 2 items with
Coming in as
AP.
well.
Muse, yeah.
Yeah, and he's
And
also
not to
playing mid
mention,
Nasus, so
twin
there's that problem
spirits or twin
too.
phantoms on Rapid Star.
That?
Twin shadows. They knew something like that. Someday getting death mark. Shy wants that kill. Are they going to be able to stop him? Score
Now,
says yes.
you
Shy
just have to ask
flashing
her,
out.
why is Shy
He wants
diving
it,
into the base
and he's gonna get
1v5?
it.
I mean, his allies are nowhere
Super
near
aggressive
close
Shen,
right there.
But they've unleashed the Cloud Templar. Oh, space. Picking that one up. Cloud
The
Templar
Twin Shadows,
on
the Ghost,
Insect.
they got Ryu.
He's
But
ready, man.
Insect.
He's got tons of items. Wants to kill. Look at that attack speed. Hilarious. Oh, Rapid Star popped his ultimate. They needed to back off here. A little bit too aggressive. Muse.
Minion wave manipulation. Not
Position.
really a thing back then.
Especially not in this game.
No.
So there you go.
Blaze did it, but
Yeah,
many
Blaze
other
did.
teams.
All right.
We're back in.
We are.
And so Twin Shadows used now by Nasus. So he has that spell vamp too, which is going to be pretty nice on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh, man. Cloud Templar is at half health. He's got to get away. He's died
Really?
3 times. That is 3 times too many. For Cloud Templar.
Maybe before Spellvamp was a real stat.
There he goes. Returning home victorious.
We'll look it up.
Shirley's
I'm
memory
almost
on
certain.
Muse too. I mean, Cloud Templar with boots of mobility, alacrity,
Movement speed,
enchantment,
APs.
blood boil, and Shirelia's. That engage
I doubt. I don't think I ever had
is
Spellvamp.
really funny.
He has become Big Daddy.
No, it doesn't look really good.
Yeah, he's scary.
Yeah, when it was added, it was Caden's Lucky Pick and no Magic Mantle. 50 AP, 30 Magic Resistance, 5% movement speed.
Rapid Star teleporting in. They're trying to catch him in a
They
flank.
came from behind.
We're missing the Rapid Star teleport.
Whoops. And True Shot Barrage fired off just for fun there. The zone.
Wait,
Oh,
wait, wait.
great
You
Siren
missed it.
ultimate.
Pretty
Everybody
sick
knocked up
Rapid
Shy, just insta-gift.
It's only 10 minutes in the vote
That
time.
engage
Yeah.
is really funny.
He has become Big Daddy.
Are you ready for the TP flank?
Legitimately scary.
Wow, he's going deep.
It's getting in
I
there.
like how Nunu's not even there.
Rapid Star
It's like,
teleporting
I don't even
in,
need my
trying to catch
support.
him in a
Rapid Star's good.
flank.
He's got a feed.
Behind.
He's also isolated.
Rapid Star a little bit early though. Whoops.
Doesn't have ult either.
He used his ult down at that bottom inhibitor just a second ago. So he just randomly TPs in while his support is still walking from
Let's be
base.
clear.
He's coming in again.
Yep.
On Muse's face. Is he going to be able to get it? Oh, there's the triple kill.
All right, now the Baron
And
goes
Baron's
to
up, so
KT
will
instead.
gonna take it. Right there, Insect showing us a really cool trick you can do on Shen, which is you start your taunt
Oh, you got the cages left to
flash
pick up.
right in the last animation,
Shot him.
and then you can target exactly where you're going to end and where you're going to
It was the one that had the
during
freezing
your taunt, you have some time to
range
see
CC
where people are going to cross
It was
over and
very
who's
weak.
going to fight.
Nobody
So
built it.
it's a way a lot of 3 and Shen's play, and it's something you guys can practice.
Yep. It's not easy, but you do it solo. It'll be
Blue build.
good.
Original blue build.
Well,
Complete.
Nice. And then nobody,
So,
no one knew what to
this
build
game
last
really
year.
could go on forever.
Bloodthirst, or some people would just buy an Infinity Edge because it was powerful.
It absolutely could.
good.
He's going to
I mean,
GA.
KT Rolster B has managed to claw their way back. They do have only a 7,000 gold deficit right now, but
Yeah.
Jay Frost, pretty darn scary.
Oh, yeah.
So I have the Baron, have inhibitor back up.
16, 6, and 7 for space right now.
Good old days, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're kind of at a loss for words at the moment, guys. I mean, this is the end of Champions.
I'm going to be at a loss for words tomorrow a lot more, though.
This is how it works in this tournament sometimes.
All right, Blade ranking on Rapid Star 2,
Playoffs,
cool.
They tend to be a little more experimental, have a little bit.
He's gonna chase people down. It's Iceborne and his
All the
Blade.
health stacking
But it's
happening
okay.
on the
Gets all this
Kha'Zix,
slow.
Nidalee, Ezreal,
We enjoy
Zyra.
this. We get
Really
to
big
see
health
Cloud
values there.
destroy people. But the items are big enough now that he's not going to be able to be as insane as he was earlier.
Asmodeus.
Yes, I transitioned from mid lane to jungle to play for my ranked team, and
Oh,
it's
nice.
been interesting. I don't even know what jungle champions are in the meta. What champions do you recommend I play that are in the S6 meta? Thanks.
Elise?
Elise, Nidalee, Rek'Sai,
Split push campaign
all very good. Olaf's probably pretty good in solo queue.
Yeah?
on Sunday. So this allows him to get those ninja top.
Vi
while
is
still
super
having
easy.
tenacity.
So you have that, and also
of
really
course,
good
Rolster's
against
cool
bad
there,
players
and
because she
they
basically
fast
has,
as
you know,
well.
guaranteed
So
crowd
we've
control.
been
Most
seeing
people
more
don't
of
know
these
that's the
Spirit
Monster
Stone
Crystal
items
special.
in Korea
It is.
on
The
mid and
Vi,
top laners,
usually.
particularly top laners.
Can't miss that ult. Well, you can
Reaper
actually. It's
really
really
starting
nice.
that
It's actually, but she's so good at ganking it in solo queue purposes. Like
Very
she's
cost
actually
efficient.
fine. But if you just watch good Nidalee players path, then you can just take all the enemy jungle and fuck up the enemy jungler forever. So Gragas also is super good in solo queue because he's got very reliable ganks and he's got a really good ult.
Does a lot of damage early game.
Yeah.
What was it? What was it? Did you see it?
I think I saw 411.
Rek'Sai can be a little bit trickier,
Yeah.
Low damage.
low damage, and low impact if your team's not playing around the vision that you get from
A
Trevor
lot of
Sense. So.
CDR right now.
If you want to just like poop on people, Gragas is probably the best one that's in the meta right now.
Go Rapid Star.
Rapid Star and Insect hanging out. Here comes Cloud Templar again. Insect. There's the ultimate on him. They want blood. Cloud Templar. Goodbye, Insect.
Nice
That's fun
hook.
playing. He's going to try to talk
Wow,
away,
look
but
how
no.
tanky this Shen is.
Swanker says no. It's a swanky anchor.
It's actually amazing that Shen was that tanky at that point in time, considering how much damage both Nasus
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Nautilus had.
He doesn't really need it.
Oh, Muse failed to flash right there.
He did. Oh, Shy.
Picking up
What is
Muse,
this
and
game?
we have a wacky fight going
Oh,
along.
score in the middle of everything, trying to zone his way out of Cloud Templar. But
All right,
Cloud
we're up to
Templar, you just
56
take it
kills.
away.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Mappa in trouble now. Space gonna come in and finish him off. There's a double kill. Cloud Templar like, Space, why are you stealing my kill, man?
Cloud Templar trying to be very careful.
Just
And
W
the
shine
Lord
death.
right there.
Yeah.
Well, Casey found a way to lose.
Trying to
Wow,
Yep.
surprising.
actually pick up a kill, does manage to
This
do
could
it.
be an
but
inhibitor. In fact, it will. And this was with Baron buff for KT Rolster B, by the way.
Yeah, it's the same inhibitor again. Now the question is, can they take down anything more than this? They are going to rotate down.
I think Cloud Templar.
Rapid
Death
Star.
time is not being.
Yeah, goodbye. That was fast.
Well, the single target burst that Someday can put down with
I like how somebody just like finds random people to
is
kill on this.
pretty darn huge.
return.
They will take that turret though. They have time for Cloud Templar.
He has
to
Spirit
respond.
of
No real
the
worries.
Ancient
Well,
Gaul.
we have reached
Yes,
over
because it gave
tenacity.
it tenacity.
goal in the game right now.
Because Ninja Tabby was super powerful.
Oh, Frost and KT Rolls
I
to
know.
be. You
They're
and
just-
your
they're just seeing how long they Someday can keep the audience hostage at this point.
Your antics. Space has Home Guard enchantment.
He does indeed. And he's got 6 items. 6 items to build for him. I think it's time
broken
for
stuff existed in the game back then.
What every
no
League of Legends player knows is that
like Vagar, for example.
Yeah. 6
We
item
came to find out a season and a half later was really good in support.
Yeah,
yeah.
really good.
Nobody's
It's
worried about
exactly the
6 item
same
main.
as he was at this
And
point.
it's really the
oh, well, look
I
at
want you
that.
to play it.
110 plus 150 plus 432.
Score was going for GA, but now he has
So,
played the Ruin King
doing
instead.
nearly 700 damage right there per Q.
Space has huge amounts of kills 2 games in a row now.
pretty high.
Try hard.
He's a crazy guy. Uh-oh, Rapid Star. Didn't get away. Someday he's going to try to duel it, but there's the ultimate. Someday, have you bitten off more than you can chew? Oh,
The
maybe,
all-in
maybe not.
duel
Someday
on a
Rapid Star
split
going out,
push.
but Someday gets the
Okay.
kill. The Qs were not strong with him that time.
Hey, Monty Cat.
Someday has that Blade of the Ruin King and it can hit him for the percentage health.
You know who else has one?
Are you going to show Monty Cat this famous game?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Well,
really
going
important.
insane.
What do you think, Monty Cat?
It's been one of those.
Like it?
Oh, there's the death mark. It's not going to save you someday.
Let's
Goodbye.
talk about it.
Someday just split pushing right afterwards so Shy can kill him when he doesn't have anything up.
Might have been the death mark, too.
Quality League of Legends.
Pops, you know, after a little while.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
You say potato, I say death mark.
Could have been
Blade
simultaneously
down.
right there.
What is?
There's
What do you
another
think
Blade
Rapid
of the Ruin
Star's gonna
King,
build
so
next?
Team of the Ruin King right now.
Death Cat?
They really
Death
hate
Cat.
the monarchy. Maybe they're part of the French Revolution.
They do. They're all about that
Maximum
Ruin King.
Spirit Fire.
Look at the
It's like,
damage.
"That was my dad."
Yep.
Taking out that Drake.
I don't
It
know,
looks
was
so
it
funny
actually-
with
maybe it was.
with his
There had to be
auto
Germans
animation
once
sped up that
And
fast.
Dragon was really small back then.
That's true.
Yeah.
Looks like one of
So what
the
happened
baby
then?
dragons from
All their
Daenerys.
blades have been picked up by CJ Frost this game.
That's right.
Yeah.
All of those Ruin Kings, all 4 of them.
Yeah.
So Muse, he can't
Get
get
into
one
it.
now.
It's hilarious they record the exact
Right.
same VOD that we tried to do.
Well, I mean, there was Jarvan's 1 through 3, and that's whatever Jarvan the original's dad was.
Ha!
Maybe, I don't know. Like,
Shen's finally building good old rig with Lantern.
something. I'm out of ideas at this point.
It's been that kind of game, a 45-minute long game.
It is.
Great game if you want to look at individual mechanics.
Yeah.
What do you think
Dueling,
the play that's going to
fun
blow
stuff
this
like
game
that.
I want
open
to see
for
how to kill
Frost
people
is?
with Nautilus. This is a
It's
great
going to be another sick TP from the Nasus.
Or kill mini
You know, I don't even want to speculate.
any of these champions.
And someday too.
Are
I think
Someday
it's
and Shy
15,
going
40,
to just
354
all in
CS
1v1
right
each
now.
other?
About
I
800
hope so.
now that Q is up due for Rapid Star.
I'm really
How can you
curious.
beat
I'd love to see how much
the
Cosmos'
random ones
Q
there?
is doing, because that's going to be hitting like a
Go
truck.
for the 1v1.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, everything's going to be like a truck at this point. Everybody basically has full builds. We may see the highest gold totals we've ever seen.
And I really want to see Frost actually try this Baron with 4 Blades of the Ruin King.
Yeah.
That's my fantasy.
It's your fantasy, huh?
Insect too tanky to take damage right now.
I guess so.
He's also getting a Blade of the Ruin
I wish
King.
Rapid Star had another buy before this game ended.
All the
so
cool
we
kids
didn't
were
know what
doing
he's
it.
gonna do.
You know, we're friends with Rapid Star. We can ask him.
We actually can't just ask him
He's
what
going to
his
hit him with
is.
the Blade of the Ruin King.
Do you think he remembers? He
No.
probably remembers. From this game, though, like if you asked about a random group
Alright.
stage game, sure, but this is the random group stage
Turning
game.
around, doing that crazy crab walk. He
And
gets
Rapid
to the
Star,
turrets.
stop coaching EDG. We have an
And they
important
actually
question.
have to pull back right now. Again, teleport up for Rapid Star, so forcing him back.
All right, so the
Will he be able to take
Nasus
his
split
inhibitor?
push around
He
the
just
Baron.
needs
So
to
actually,
procs
CJ
from
looks like
his
they're
eyes
attempting to
there.
realistically end this
That was
game
that
now.
insect. It's like, all right, let's do this again.
I don't think they want to play another one.
Fight of the
after
blue
this.
buff someday. He's gonna give
Wait,
it
it
to
would have just been one. It was would have been
One
one,
line,
right?
yeah.
someone else.
Which
They
would have
can-
been a
oh,
tie,
yeah,
and I don't know
wow,
what the
Shy got it,
tiebreaker would have been.
And they're doing Baron. So here's the answer to your question. Your
Oh,
dream has come true.
Shen
Mark
ultimate.
yourself. But Shy is not in the fight. They're gonna have to disengage. Your dream has become a nightmare for CJ. Cloud Templar coming in.
Rapid Star
He
is just split
Ryu. He's got the
pushing.
ultimate on him.
Rapid Star is just trying to take down Nexus turrets right
Meanwhile,
now.
Space is tryharding.
He doesn't even try and TP in.
Look at Space, man.
Someday.
Space is going off.
Oh my gosh, Space! Oh, the triple kill! Guardian Angel Pop. Rapid Star has already taken down a Nexus turret.
Well, this is how you don't Baron, guys, but I guess Space just gets a quadra kill, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
okay.
okay.
So a quadra, and he's still going after Baron.
Oh, Insect!
Muse dies
Oh,
to
man.
Baron, but here's Rapid Star knocking
Oh my
down
God, I
the
forgot this is the way
Super
this
Minions on
game
way.
ended.
This should be the end of the game.
That was terrible.
He teleported.
I really like the Africa Freaks. Also, what do you think of SKT losing to Jin Air and Africa? Is it just a temporary slump, or are they just getting a little sloppy?
Both, probably. I mean,
they're going to go ahead and kill insect first.
What's that question? My God. So they try and do the bear. They commit to bear and commit to a split push at the same time.
Why not both?
Why not both? I mean, if you can do both, why not both? Just go for it.